A break from league action as the Albion continue their Conti Cup campaign. West Ham United, the visitors today, a side that reached the semi-final of this competition last season, with just one group stage game remaining after this one, and the Seagulls and Hammers locked level on points at the top of the group. The winner today is surely in the driver's seat for progression to the knockout rounds. Pinto just ahead of her. It's rolled from Rule into Pinto. Shannon Cook for company. And Cook does well initially, kept alive by the Albion with Charlie Rule. Rule back to Sari, just couldn't get the finish right. Well, good industry from Tatiana Pinto to create the chance up the right-hand side. Rule took advantage, ran onto it, squared it along the 18-yard box. Now Bergsvand. Killed dead by Pinto. Lee on the overlap. Lee back heel to Lasada. Can she finish? Chipped goalward and Walsh saves. Another sweeping Seagulls move. Another wonderful bit of build-up. And as Lasada tried to dig it out from under her feet. Pinto cushioned into the path of Lee. Lee in behind for Sari. What can Sari come up with here? Bearing down on Walsh's goal. And Walsh saves again. Fantastic through ball from Gumin Lee. Threaded into the path of Viatriki Sari, who galloped away from the West Ham United back line. But as she hammered it towards goal, Walsh was equal to it. Chip towards the back post where Rule was arriving and just couldn't get over the top of the ball. She ran in to head that one again. Another chance for Rule, this one over the top. Atkinson to deliver an in-swinger for the Hammers. Bouncing goalwards, cleared by Lee. Lasada, Rule could be away, and West Ham United at 6 and 7s defensively. Plenty of spaces for the Seagulls. Curled towards Simons. Lee in the penalty area. Simons toward Lee. It does run through to the far post where it's tipped over the top of the crossbar. Bergsvand a long way from home when she struck it. Good contact on it. And it's tipped over the top by Walsh again, who's having a fine opening half hour against her former club. Short from Simons. Sari. Simons once more. Bergsvand's waiting. And Bergsvand directs her header past the post. It was Thoris Dottir, in fact, that got clean contact on it. Kohlberg to Simons. Playing with plenty of confidence, Maisie Simons. And she's dinked that one in behind. Here comes Charlie Rule. Rule to strike, Walsh to save. All about the ball from Maisie Simons, who is oozing confidence at the moment. Whipped over the top, landed at the feet of Charlie Rule and tested Megan Walsh at the near post. In comes the delivery from the Albion again, and again it bounces towards the front post, and again it's in from the Albion from a set piece. Megan Walsh came, didn't get there, and the Albion are in front in the Conti Cup. Snuck it in just before added time at the end of the first half. And I think the last touch might have come off Guro Bergsvand, who wheels away in celebration. It's Seagulls 1, West Ham United 0. Curled into the path of Lasada, who's brought it down well. Chipped forward by Lasada. Walsh just about scrambles it away. Lasada furious. She felt she was held back as she sprinted down on Megan Walsh's goal. She's so almost finished anyway. And Lasada really looked as though she was tugged back there. Lasada dropping deep. It's put into a really good area. No one in blue and white was chasing it down. Now Maisie Simons does. Blocks Megan Walsh's clearance. Can Simons perhaps bend this in from the angle? Lovely turn. Down goes Simons. And it's a penalty for the Seagulls. The deft Cruyff turn enough to draw the leg of Shannon Cook, who brought Simons down. Walsh waits. Lasada strikes. The skipper sweeps it home. A first goal in blue and white for Vicky Lasada. Buried in the bottom right. And Megan Walsh at full stretch couldn't keep that one out. The goal she's been waiting for, no doubt about it. Smashed the penalty home. And Megan Walsh, who saved 3 penalties for the Seagulls in this fixture last year, did not have a chance with that one. Simons. And now Lee laid off for Sari. And just fizzed wide of Walsh's upright. some more splendid Albion build-up play. Sarri able to turn, and there's plenty of blue and white shirts joining in. What can the Albion conjure from here? Lasada. Scooped forward by Lasada. That's terrific. In goes Pinto. Down goes Pinto. Penalty Seagulls. A lovely lob from Lasada. Scooped over the top. Pinto charged onto it. And from there, West Ham United had no choice but to bring her down again. And this time, it will be Beatrice Sarri, another player searching for her first of the campaign. Different taker, same outcome. Sarri smashes home, and the Albion have a third, and they are in cruise control at Broadfield in the Conti Cup. Such a confident penalty, stepped up and lashed it home into the side netting on the right-hand side of Megan Walsh's goal. Brighton Hove Albion 3, West Ham United 0. It's in towards Sissoko, who gets a good leap, drops back for Hawa Sissoko, and she's buried it. It's a fine finish from the French international Hawa Sissoko. First header fell right back at the feet of the defender and just took a swing at it and lifted it goalward. It is Brighton Hove Albion 3, West Ham United 1. Sissoko with a late consolation for the Hammers. Albion have won it high. Haley. Ziggiotti. Giulia Ziggiotti! It's over the top. Quite the effort from Ziggiotti. She can hit them from there. Whipped goalward and just glanced over the top of Megan Walsh's bar. And here goes Evans, though, for the Hammers. Lisa Evans chipped towards Everard, who spread herself well. Angle got too tight in the end for Evans. Haley laid off to Ziggiotti, rolled into the path of Elizabeth Turland, who could really add some gloss to the scoreline late on. Away goes Turland, Walsh's saves. Have to feel for Kohlberg, who had ran all of 50 yards to join in and try and get on the end of that. And Turland shot herself, perhaps not aware that Kohlberg had made that run. Walsh can claim it. And that will do it at Broadfield Stadium. A splendid second half for Brighton and Hove Albion. As professional and as composed a performance as you are likely to see. And it ends in the Conti Cup, Brighton and Hove Albion 3, West Ham United 1.